Welcome to episode 28 of Sean's Take on Asia, where we touch on the latest news on digital asset development and policy updates. This has been a busy week in Hong Kong, with the WOW Summit earlier in the week, followed by the Web3 Festival, which is currently ongoing over the weekend and into next week. I've had the opportunities to catch up in person with many project founders and VCs coming into town, both exploring the Asia Web3 landscape and also getting better clarity on policy development across different jurisdictions. Seeing is believing. I'm sure many will agree with me that the momentum is real and accelerating across all fronts. Speaking of Hong Kong, the regulator has started the approval process for VATP license after closing out the submission process end of February. Hong Kong BitEX became the first fully licensed platform under the new regime, as it received provisional approval from the SFC last week. Hong Kong BitEX joins OSL, Hashkey, and Hong Kong VAX as the only approved or provisionally approved licensed VATP, though more are expected as the SFC has publicly shared the list of applicants currently going through the process. With that said, the SFC is also being vigilant with platform providers, as they have warned against Bybit, describing the exchange as suspicious and unlicensed. The exchange has now been added to SFC's Suspicious Investment Product Alert list, and whether this will impact Bybit's application to obtain a VATP license remains to be seen. Moving to Thailand, its regulator has made the necessary changes to allow accredited investors to gain exposure to US-listed spot Bitcoin ETFs. Back in January, the Thailand SEC said it would not allow asset managers to launch their own version of spot Bitcoin ETF in the country. So this newly amended rule at least leaves the door open to institutional investors and ultra-high net worth individuals to gain access to this asset class, though retail investors remain restricted. Hong Kong and Australia remain the only two jurisdictions in Asia to allow in-country launch of spot ETFs, with Japan, Singapore, and Thailand still on the restriction list. Lastly, in Singapore, the MAS has made amendments to the Payment Services Act, slated to take effect April 4th in stages to cover custodial services for digital payment tokens. This expansion has been in the works since 2021 and should bring regulatory clarity to crypto custody players in the country. Similar calls for legislation regarding crypto custody has also been made in Hong Kong recently as well. That's all for the week ending April 5th. Until next time, keep innovating and keep demonstrating the transformational promise of Web3.